Previously.
The reason Leo's chasing you is he made a bet with me that he would sleep with you by Christmas.
That's you, isn't it? Spreading out contaminated soil. I want you to pull out of the tender for the men's shed. The second condition is that I want you to drop all charges against Tyler Brennan.
Yeah, I've got a story for you. Terese Willis and the mother of Jacka Hills.
I didn't write a proposal for Terese. I wrote it for me.
Yeah, but I reckon I'd know if I was being conned.
G'day, Brooke.
Trey, what are you doing here?
I called him.
I've come for my money, and this time you're not getting away.
Trey, baby, you look amazing. Have you been working out? I've missed you, mon chéri.
Then why haven't you been in contact?
Well, after the whole current affairs beat up, I thought you'd be angry.
Of course I'm angry. You ripped me off.
Yeah, and I need to know that you're not doing the same thing with Dad.
Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
I saw how you scammed Trey and those other guys on the Gold Coast, and I know you were doing the same thing with Dad.
No, I wasn't.
Calling him that pet name, giving him that fake fancy watch,
I've already explained that, Xanthe. I believed it was real.
flirting with him, sleeping with him.
I have a history with your father. It's different.
Didn't look different. I thought if Trey came here, then him and Dad could compare notes.
I would have been here sooner, but I had to catch the bus, because thanks to your mum, I'm broke.
If there was something I could do, I would.
How about giving him back some of the money you owe him?
It's not everything, but
I'll call Dad, get him to come home, then you can explain how you were scammed.
I've got my money. Just want to forget this ever happened.
Wait, if you could just stick around for...
I promise you, I came back because I missed you. It's just...
Complicated? Yeah, well now Trey's gone so you can tell the truth. And I want to hear the whole story this time.
You need to pull the story on Maxine Calvert.
Oh, why? Because you asked so nicely?
Yeah, you know, I don't think you'll be so smug once you get sued for defamation.
I've gone over that story with a fine-tooth comb. Seems pretty watertight to me.
Look, you need to consider the ramifications by publishing something like that. What, you want to antagonise Terese Willis?
Oh, well, last time I checked, Paul, that was your domain. Isn't that why you brought me the story in the first place?
Well, it was a misunderstanding.
Well, the story doesn't have to go to print till later tonight, so there's still time for me to kill it if I want to.
Okay, so what do you want in return?
Nothing from you. But Terese might have something to offer, so tell her to come and speak to me.
Oh, come on, Tim, then she'll know that I leaked the story to you.
Not my problem.
How do you get yourself into these situations?
It's no big deal.
Playing one boss off against the other sounds pretty big to me.
Paul and Terese were more than happy to pay me to take the other down. It's just business.
It doesn't make it right.
What's not right is here Barchan's figurine.
Stop changing the subject.
Fine. Maybe I could have gone about things a little bit differently, but what I'm working on has the potential to be great.
Will that be before or after Terese kicks us out?
David, relax. I made sure my lease was independent of the employment package. I mean, she can't fire me and kick us out on the street.
Who's throwing you out?
No one. Can't say the same for you, though. Why did you tell Amy about our bet?
What bet?
She deserved to know.
Why? I told you I was into her.
No, you didn't. You told me you weren't in love with her.
What, you really thought I wanted to get her into bed for $5?
That's what you bet on?
It wasn't serious, and I don't think this one would blab.
I wanted to protect her.
Let's just take a breather.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my stuff and get out of your hair.
No, you don't have to move out.
Honestly, it's fine.
No, it's not. Leo, say something.
See ya.
Why are you being such a jerk?
Just living up to everyone's general expectation of me.
He was so genuine. All that stuff about his dad and his great-grand probably made half of it up. And I just started to really like him. I feel like such an idiot.
Hey, you are not. Ames,
The only idiot here is Leo for treating someone as great as you like that.
Can we never not be mates?
Oh, babes, I think you're stuck with me for life. Too bad.
So, how many months did you go for? The term deposit? For the family feud money?
That.
Well,
What?
did you go for 12 months or longer?
Just give it back, will you?
Which bank?
Why are you badgering me with all these questions?
Because I'm thinking of talking Xanthe into doing the same.
Well, in that case, maybe I should just talk to her directly. Why are you looking at me like that?
You look shifty.
I'm not.
Gary Francis Canning, what did you do with that money?
I gave it to Brooke, all right?
The whole lot.
She needed it.
What for?
On business stuff. What's the issue? I thought you were getting on well with her now.
I am. But that is a lot of money.
Well, I trust her, all right?
You're a fool.
The truth is, I was ashamed. I mean, I needed to go away, make something of myself, and then come back to you and be a proper mum.
I still don't understand why you had to move all the way to Perth.
Well, Jesse's dad offered me somewhere to stay, but then he treated me like a slave, so I had to go and get any old job.
And that's why you started the jewellery business.
I had to fork out $12,000. That was for the samples. And they said I could pay that off when I started selling things, but the stuff's almost impossible to move.
Right, so you never sold anything.
Well, not enough. So I'm paying off the 12K in monthly instalments, but I've gotten behind, so the company are coming down hard on me.
Mum, I don't understand why you didn't tell us this. We could have helped you with your jewellery parties. We could have helped you pay off your debt.
Sad that you don't understand the jewellery. It's fake.
What?
The samples are legit. I mean, your ring, that's legit. I go to the parties with the samples, people place orders, and then when the orders come in,
They're fake.
I mean, I only ever said the jewellery was based on a design.
Mum, you've been scamming people this whole time. People I care about. And I thought it was just Dad that you were scamming.
No, my feelings for Gary are genuine.
And what about Gran? Were you just being nice to scam her too?
No, I think Sheila's great. I mean it.
Here, take the ring, sell it. You obviously need the money.
I just wanted to prove I wasn't useless.
Mum, you're not useless. You just end up in bad situations sometimes. But I don't think going to Perth is the answer.
The flights aren't for Perth, honey. They're for Adelaide. I need to go somewhere where I can start afresh, where no one knows me. And I want you to come too.
I'm sorry. Shouldn't have brought it up. Yeah, I've got to go, Mum. Yeah, talk soon. Bye.
Let me guess. She's not coming to the funeral.
She still hasn't forgiven Hio Barchan for being so judgmental when we were born.
What is that, a 30-year grudge? Impressive.
She asked when we were coming back to Sydney.
Yeah, because the only reason we were here was for the old lady.
Yeah, and I had to explain the other reasons as well.
Like work.
And finding our father.
Well, you told her we tracked down Bradley?
Predictably, she hit the roof.
Yeah, I can just imagine. She probably dusted off all the old guilt trips. What have I done to deserve boys like this? Don't they love me?
He doesn't deserve you in his life.
Hang on a minute, wait. Does that mean she confirmed it? That Bradley's our dad?
The massive overreaction was all the confirmation I need.
Yeah, but she's feeling guilty, hey? Think about it. All these years she's told us he's a doctor, but he's a Dero. The stay couldn't get any worse.
Okay, you said it was urgent.
Yeah, do you want coffee?
No, I want to know why I'm here.
All right, I went to Tim with that story on Maxine Cowper, like I said I would.
But I told you I wasn't responsible for the mystery tender.
I know Leo was.
You're kidding.
Let it straight from the horse's mouth. Or should I say, rats.
I don't believe this.
Do you know that he even used the market research that you commissioned to develop his proposal?
Oh, that little... No, I can't deal with him right now. I have to sort out Tim.
Yeah, well, if it's any consolation, I managed to stave him off for a few hours.
Oh, well, I hope you're not expecting any thanks.
Honestly, I'm surprised you're talking to me.
No, it's hard. Trust me.
Oh, Terese, look, I tried, but Tim isn't going to pull the story on my account. He did seem to think that you might have something to offer, though.
Well, I can't imagine what.
Guess you'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, well, first things first, I've got to call Brad in the morning.
Come on, honey, the cab will be here soon.
Mum, you can't just ask me to pack up and leave in like 5 seconds. This is huge.
I know, it's huge for me too.
You're not the only one who has to leave everyone behind. Gran was really looking forward to our first family Christmas together.
Oh, honey, I hate putting pressure on you, but it's just because I don't want to lose you again.
I don't know if I can trust you. You've lied to me so many times before.
Xanthe, it won't happen again. I mean, I've got you to keep me on the straight and narrow now.
It's not my responsibility to look after you.
Your dad's got Sheila, Jessie's got her dad, I've got no one. Remember how much fun we used to have when it was just the two of us? We can have that again. You just have to give me another chance.
I'm gonna call Gran and Dad and they can help sort this.
No, I can't face them.
Mum, they'll understand.
No, I'm too embarrassed.
See, this is why I don't know if I can trust you. Instead of facing your responsibilities, you're running away from them.
Please, Xanthe, don't be upset with me.
I'm not, Mum. I just don't know what to do. I need time to think about it.
No, there's no time.
Mum, I need time to think or else I'm not coming with you.
Hey, that bet you made with Leo, that wasn't cool. Right, whatever happened to the sisterhood?
It wasn't meant to be about Amy.
Yeah, well, that's not how it came across.
It was only ever meant to be about Leo. He's so cocky. I just wanted to put him in his place.
At Amy's expense?
No. I never thought that she'd be interested in him. Leo actually really likes her. And now I feel like I've ruined things for them.
Talk to Amy, all right? Explain everything you know, and maybe you can turn things around for them.
Spoken to Tim, he should be here in a few minutes.
Good, because we can't let what Ned did come out.
You should have thought about that in the beginning.
You know why I couldn't say anything.
Yeah, well, now you don't have a choice.
Lauren would be so hurt if she found out. She'd just see this as another secret that we've kept from her, right? And we have worked so hard to be honest with each other.
Yeah, this fallout is exactly why I didn't want to get involved. Time to do damage control.
Look, I really appreciate this.
Yeah, so you should.
Terese?
Tim?
So I take it you've heard about the little story I'm planning on publishing. Not really good for the reputation, is it?
Just tell me which one.
The footage.
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Your daughter caught me on camera in a compromising situation.
Doing what?
I'd rather not say, but it's certainly not something I want getting out. Which is how she made me drop my tender for the men's shed and drop the charges against Tyler Brennan for stealing my car. And I'm sure he was very appreciative.
We're not here to talk about my daughter.
Oh, but we are. Because she is unpredictable. And she has a bad habit of uploading footage to the internet.
Well, maybe you should stop getting caught on tape.
The footage. And I'm resubmitting my tender. Or else the Maxine Cowper story goes public.
So you want the footage? Fine. You'll have it in 3 days.
Okay, deal. But just make sure you deliver. Otherwise, everyone, including your investors, will know exactly what you and that ex-hubby of yours are covering up.
You know, if Leo thinks that he's going to win this tender, he's got another thing coming.
Dad.
No, yeah, I'm so pleased that you're no longer seeing him as a snake.
Yeah, I know. Can we not talk about Leo anymore?
Fine by me. Do you want a beer?
Yeah.
Hey, I know I'm probably the last person you want to see right now, but I really need to explain about Leo.
You really don't.
What Leo and I did was so wrong, and I don't want you to think that I think it's okay, because it's not. And Amy, I'm so sorry.
I appreciate you coming to me, but I really don't want to have this conversation.
I get it. It must have been very humiliating.
But Leo is not dating you because of the bet. He really likes you.
He really likes to win. There's a difference.
That's not it. And I think if you gave him the opportunity to explain...
No, Ali, stop. Look, I don't care how much he claims to like me. I am not interested in a guy who makes a bet like that and thinks it's okay.
What bet are we talking about? Huh? What bet?
Hey.
Hi, is Ben home?
No, he's out with Carl somewhere.
Okay, what about Ellie?
She moved in with Leo. What's going on?
It's Mum. She only ever came here to scam us and then she got caught and now there's a taxi waiting outside to take us to the airport so that we can go and live in Adelaide forever. Ben and Ellie were right about her and I should have listened to them. I don't know what to do.
I mean, at least she wants you with her. She's crazy, but that's something.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking. It's just that she's made so many mistakes and things just keep spiraling out of control for her, but I feel sorry for her. I guess I don't know what to do. I want to stay here. This is my home.
I don't want you to move either. And Ben's gonna be devastated if you go.
Ben is honestly the best thing that's ever happened to me, but she's my mum. And I've wanted her here for so long, but if I move with her, then things are going to be so different. She's left without me.
You can't deny it. I know for a fact that you used my intel to put in a tender for the men's shed.
You can't be that surprised I double-crossed you. You did hire me as a spy.
You're fired.
Figured as much.
And you're dreaming if you think you've got a hope in hell of getting that tender.
But you haven't seen my proposal. The market research is really top-notch.
You know what? I wouldn't be so confident. Having a bit of experience in nightclubs doesn't make you an expert in this industry.
We'll see. But a word of advice, though. You're undervaluing Sheila. She's got a lot more potential than you realise.
Oh, well, you've changed your tune. But seeing you're no longer my consultant, I couldn't care less what you think. We're done.
Well, I'm not done. Far from it. How dare you make a bet about getting my daughter into bed?
What? That's disgraceful.
You see, as of now, you've made not one, but two enemies. You mess with me, that's fine, that's business. But the moment you involve Amy, then it's personal.
Hey.
Hey.
I know you're down about Bradley, but it's not like you copped a serve from Mum.
Nah, I just got one from Paul Robinson about Amy.
Well, you can't blame him, can you? Not after what you did.
David, I feel horrible about what happened, okay? So whatever speech you're about to give me, just don't.
That stuff you said earlier to Ellie about liking Amy, is that true?
Yeah, I've never liked anyone as much as I like her.
Well, that's great.
Well, it's not like she's ever going to talk to me again.
She might, if you tell her how you feel.
She's done with me, man.
You don't know that for sure?
Look, Amy's a good person. She's smart, kind, beautiful.
You're not all bad.
I'm exactly what Hiabachan said I was. A rat.
Know that Santa soon will fly all around this happy town.
Well, seeing that smarmy look wipe of Leo's face has certainly made my day.
Really is a piece of work.
And what he did to Amy.
Excuse me, you can talk. I seem to recall a very similar bet you made with my brother over Georgia.
Yeah, look, can't imagine myself doing anything like that these days.
Oh, what, you're a full man?
Well, you know, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying, okay? And, Terese, I'm sorry, I want to apologise for going to Tim with that story.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to brush it off that easily. But the fact that you've tried to fix things does speak volumes. And I just so happen to be in a very generous mood now that I've managed to get Tim to back off.
Care to tell me how you did that?
We cut a deal. Apparently Piper's got incriminating footage of him.
Doing what?
I don't know, but I need to get it to him. Which is easier said than done, seeing I don't really want to ask her for it.
Right. You'll think of something you always do.
True. You want to know what else I've worked out? a plan. How would you feel if we teamed up and put in a joint submission for the men's shed? It'll really stick it to Leo, but I need your input.
You and me working together.
You already know my plans for a reception centre, and it turns out that Erinsborough is crying out for one.
All right. And just whose name is this tender going to go in? Lassiter's or Robinson's?
Well, neither. It'll be a personal venture. Call it Willis Robinson Exclusive. Everything owned, split 50-50.
Like the sound of that.
So, you in?
Do you even need to ask?
Mum, what are you doing here?
I'm right where you left me.
I saw the cab drive off.
I sent it away. I couldn't leave. Not until I definitely knew if you were coming with me. Have you had a chance to think about it?
Yes, she did. And she's not going to Adelaide.
Over our dead bodies.
I'm sorry, Mum. I had to tell them everything.
I'm not leaving till I get my cash.
I need to interview you about Ellie Conway.
Did she say anything about the Halloween dance?
Please don't tell them. Because I haven't done anything wrong.
A must-see week of Neighbours.